The new message coming from the villa today is shaking the country and at the same time raising quiet fears among those who have benefited directly or indirectly from Nigeria's insecurity industry. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has just announced decisive security measures, but there is a deeper undercurrent to this story that many people are not talking about publicly. And at the center of those silent fears is one name that keeps echoing across the nation, Sheikh Gumi. Please like this video and subscribe. The moment Tinubu declared that those destabilizing Nigeria will face the full weight of the law, many Nigerians immediately began asking, so what happens to people like Sheikh Gumi, who openly negotiated with terrorists and defended them for years? What happens to the networks, the supply chains, the secret sponsors, the powerful individuals behind the violence? And what happens now that Gumi himself has allegedly fled to Turkey, especially after Donald Trump's warning about the killing of Christians in Nigeria? This is the angle we need to break down calmly and clearly. If you're watching, please like this video and subscribe. President Tinubu, in a very firm message released on his official X handle while presiding over an extended security session at the State House, made it clear that the government is moving from talking about insecurity to acting on it. He brought together all the top service chiefs and other top defense and intelligence leaders across all the security agencies. According to the president, they are reviewing the latest security reports. They are mapping out immediate actions. The security services have been ordered to respond with speed, precision, and absolute resolve, and those undermining Nigeria's stability will be punished. My viewers, if you are following this breakdown, please like the video and subscribe. Now let us look at this clearly. Tinubu's tone was not the usual diplomatic message of "we are doing our best." This one felt sharper, more urgent, and more targeted, and that is where the Gumi angle comes in.
From this point, we need to understand something very important. When a president summons an extended emergency session with the heads of all strategic security institutions, it means something major is unfolding beneath the surface. The insecurity challenges in Nigeria today, kidnapping, banditry, ISWAP cells, Boko Haram remnants, Fulani militia networks are not operating randomly. They are backed by suppliers, financial sponsors, and political protectors. For years, Nigerians have suspected that some powerful individuals were shielding these networks. This is where Sheikh Gumi becomes central. For years, he visited bandits in their camps, spoke on their behalf, demanded amnesty for them, attacked military operations against them, positioned himself as a negotiator, insisted they were misunderstood headsmen. And now that the Tinubu government has reportedly begun tracking, shutting down supply routes, and planning high-level arrests, Gumi is, according to many reports, hiding in Turkey. If you value balanced analysis, kindly subscribe. A subtle but serious legal question emerges. If the government is truly planning decisive military operations and sweeping arrests, will the net eventually catch people like Gumi? Because once terrorists are arrested and interrogated, they talk, and they often reveal who supplied them, who protected them, who gave them intelligence, who financed them, who mediated ransom collections, who shielded them politically. From this angle, Tinubu's message carries a hidden weight. Those who threaten the peace of this country will face the full weight of the law. Notice the wording, not only the terrorists. It includes anyone who threatens peace. If you are watching, please like this video and subscribe.
To understand why this sudden firmness matters, we must connect it to Nigeria's broader situation. Insecurity is crushing the country. Families cannot travel. Communities cannot sleep. Farmers cannot go to the farm. Students are kidnapped for ransom. Highways have become death zones. Villages have been wiped out. Christians in the north have faced relentless attacks. And this is happening at a time when the economy is struggling. Inflation is skyrocketing. Youth unemployment is rising. Ethnic tensions are growing. The memories of civil war are resurfacing. So, when Tinubu declares a major crackdown, ordinary Nigerians hear it with mixed emotions. Hope on one side, skepticism on the other. Please, like this video and subscribe. Let us break this down emotionally. Supporters of Tinubu's action feel relief. They say, at last, someone is taking this seriously. This country cannot continue like this. The killers must be stopped by force. Critics, especially those sympathetic to Gumi, are uneasy. Some fear that the government is about to expose networks that have operated quietly for years. That once the military moves in, many untouchable people will be named. That the era of negotiating with terrorists may officially end. Families of victims are emotional. They want justice, clarity, safety, and accountability. My viewers, if you are following this breakdown, please like the video and subscribe.
Now, another angle to this issue. What is the government really planning? Tinubu's message suggests 1. A national security shakeup where he directed the withdrawal of police officers from very important personalities, VIPs. 2. Rapid response teams in affected areas. 3. A crackdown on financiers and collaborators. 4. A tightening of intelligence operations. 5. A possible shift away from negotiation and ransom diplomacy. Why would this worry Gumi? Because he positioned himself as the middleman between government and terrorists. He publicly criticized military operations. He defended militants more passionately than he defended victims. And now that the government is shifting to full military response, his role becomes irrelevant and dangerous for him. If arrested militants begin naming their collaborators, that chain could lead upward. If you value balanced analysis, kindly subscribe. Let us analyze this clearly. For years, Sheikh Gumi entered forest camps freely, met with terror commanders face to face, had access that ordinary citizens and even soldiers could not have, interpreted bandits' demands to the public, advocated for special treatment for them, insisted they should not be killed or confronted militarily. Why would he have that level of access? Who granted him protection? Who guaranteed his safety? Who enabled his operations? These are the questions Nigerians have been asking quietly. And now that Tinubu has declared a nationwide crackdown, Gumi knows if top terrorists are arrested, if their phones are seized, if their messages are decoded, if their supply chain is analyzed, if their bank transactions are traced, if their satellite communications are breached, they could expose names that will shake this country. That is why analysts say Gumi is hiding. Please like this video and subscribe.
Another area we must consider is the logistical angle. Terrorist operations in Nigeria depend on food supply, fuel, ammunition, local informants, payment channels, political shields, religious cover, international backers. If Tinubu deploys decisive military action, many of these networks may collapse. Suppliers will be arrested, informants will be exposed, sponsors will run. Foreign links, possibly in places like Turkey, may be monitored, and this could directly implicate individuals who once felt untouchable. My viewers, if you are following this breakdown, please like the video and subscribe. Another point we cannot ignore is the international pressure. When Donald Trump recently warned Nigeria about the violent persecution of Christians and even suggested that the US might intervene, some individuals suddenly panicked. Reports claim Gumi left the country shortly after. Why? Because his open sympathy for militants who attacked Christian communities is well documented. His lectures often blamed victims and defended killers. His constant dismissal of Christian deaths attracted global attention. And with the US monitoring religiously motivated violence, Gumi could become a person of interest. So Tinubu's crackdown is coming at a time when the world is already watching Nigeria closely. If you are watching, please like this video and subscribe.
Now, let us move to the next phase of this analysis. What happens next? 1. More military operations are expected. The tone of the president suggests that operations will intensify in Zamfara, Kaduna, Niger, Plateau, Katsina, Taraba, Borno, Yobe, and even in other states. This could lead to mass arrests. 2. Major terrorist leaders may fall. And once they fall, the interrogation will expose the people who protected them. Some analysts believe Gumi's name could come up repeatedly. 3. Political shocks may follow. If influential Nigerians are implicated, this could cause national drama. Politicians, ex-governors, local chiefs, businessmen, and even clerics. 4. International pressure will increase, especially from countries demanding religious freedom and protection of Christian minorities. 5. Nigerians will react strongly. Some will celebrate, some will fear escalation, some will accuse the government of targeting the Fulani elite, some will demand even tougher measures. If you value balanced analysis, kindly subscribe. From this entire breakdown, it is clear that Tinubu's latest move is not just an ordinary security update. It signals a new era of confrontation, exposure, and accountability. And in this new era, people like Sheikh Gumi, who once walked boldly into terrorist camps, are now suddenly silent, hiding, and afraid. Nigeria is at a crossroads. Either decisive action restores peace, or the hidden networks fueling this violence finally get exposed for all Nigerians to see. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel.